So, what tends to happen is the ones who are the noisiest ones, they don't listen at all. They always have to say something back, and they like to assume they know what I'm saying.
Oh, see that. How do you do what you do? Like how? I just don't understand it. Those characteristics.
I love teaching. Yeah,
I get
legit.
that.
So it happens all the time, and I go. So now I just pause when they're talking. Oh yeah, but yeah. I say okay. You know what? Oh yeah. Don't do that. Second time. So you know what just happened? Yeah. Don't do that.
Oh, the sigh.
Yeah. Third time. Alright. So, what was I going to say next? You're going to say, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. You assume that. When you assume, you know what happens next. So, think again. What did I want to say? You didn't know. So, shut the fuck up. Let me say my thing. Simple. And then they go, okay, sorry. And I talk. Then I go, you need to stop doing that. Jumping in and interrupting when someone wants the best of you and try and teach you something, because every time you interrupt, you're telling me that you know what you're talking about, and then you can't show me what you know about. That makes you look like a fool. Do you want to look like a fool? It's that simple as that, because you kind of have to give them a consequence for their action. You mess up, I'm not going to just let you keep sliding like that the whole time. No, I'm going to tell you what you did. Make you remember what you did, why you did what you did, and then go, are you a fool? No. So stop acting like a fool.
Like that. It's like aversion therapy. You're attaching some pain to that behavior as well.
Yes. Simple as that. It's like, are you dumb, fam? No. Stop.
I see a lot of people that communicate in this way. Sorry to cut you,
please.
Who just kind of talk over each other, and it's to the point where like I can't even watch this now. Like what was it related to? I think it was related to basketball, and there was these two guys talking, and one guy's talking and one's doing exactly what you were talking about. He's making assumptions about what the guy's saying, and then interrupting him and talking over him, and so the conversation was just all over the place. It was just kind of like this way, that way. What were they even talking about? Like the lack of awareness was, I found it almost troubling, because it was like, oh wow, you don't actually realize that you're not really conscious and you're not making any sense, and the conversation's not even going in any kind of direction. Like this conversation's fairly free, but we're still bringing it back to core elements of the power of silence, the importance of, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Disconnecting from it. We're still keeping it centered around that.
Yep.
But I see a lot of people communicate, and really they're not talking about anything, because it's just like, well, someone said this. Well, this triggers this thing for me, so I'm gonna say this. Oh, actually, now you mentioned that. That reminds me of something like that. I know what you're talking about. Da-da-da. Then the third person jumps in. Oh, actually, blah blah blah. It's like this conversation's about nothing. It's just about talking for the sake of talking, and for me, in a lot of ways, it comes back to the same point you're making about being uncomfortable with silence. Like most people are so uncomfortable with silence that they would rather just talk complete nonsense. Because most people don't really talk about anything of significance, because that's too uncomfortable too. So it just becomes this kind of like surface level, superficial foolishness, which I can't really entertain. So
isn't that the need to be heard? Because a lot of times we see this, it's the need to be heard. I need to be heard. We can't be on a podcast and then you have more to give than I have to give, or you're speaking for 10 minutes, I've not spoken for 1 minute, so I need to be heard because this thing you're talking about right now is very emotional for me. I need to be heard right now. Crazy, isn't it?
It's the human condition, isn't it?
Dude, sad reality.
Crazy.
It is what it is. So, like for a podcast, I like to listen and not watch. Because generally, podcast is like radio. It's like radio. You don't have to always have your eyes on them. You can hear what they're saying in the background. Especially
it's more like background. Yeah.
There you go. Especially these days, most people are going places from point A to point B, going to work, moving around. So that's being played in the background the entire time. You're just listening. But I cannot listen as an adult. I cannot listen to 4 voices in the same room speaking over each other all the time. Whether it's an argument, an altercation, or conversation, whatever it is, no, can't do it. There's that word, etiquette. Yeah, mic etiquette. It's true.
The thing, and this relates to what you said about teaching, the thing that blows my mind with it is when I see people behave that way when they're in the presence of someone who knows a lot. I saw Ryan Garcia talking to Sugar Ray Leonard, and he interrupted Sugar Ray Leonard. And I remember thinking to myself, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, just the fact you're around Sugar Ray Leonard is a blessing. Like, you should be just like opening ears, asking questions. That should be it, really. He's talking over him, giving his point of view, disagreeing to. I was just like, you know what? I can't watch this.
I like that. One, the mistake that Sugar Ray Leonard made was to be in the same room with Ryan Garcia.
You know you done fucked up, right?
That's it. So the first mistake was Sugar Ray Leonard agreed to be in the same room with Ryan Garcia. Because he knows better than that, which is what this generation have not been raised with the ability to respect those before them. They haven't. This is the social media generation. They don't know about respect, integrity, honor, like just generally the guys before you, brother, cool, respect. It's the young lion mindset. I want to fight the old lions. Okay. Do that and you burn bridges. And then you wonder why a lot of people with that mindset of interrupting, trying to disrupt things of the ones who have been there for a long time, they come up so quickly and then they burn so quickly. They're like one-hit wonders. That's why. Because every single person that you met on your way up, you try to crap on them. Because that's what you boys did in school. And that's all you've known. And then someone else that sits in the same room with you, you automatically assume you're both mates. You see my point? So it's wiser for the older generation to just go, you know what? I am not gonna sit in the same room with you in the first place. There's no point. Because guaranteed that's gonna happen. All the time. No. I'm not doing that. So Sugar Ray's mess up was he agreed to be in that place with him. Why Ryan Garcia? Because all that happened is made Ryan Garcia look bigger than he actually is. And it's now brought Sugar Ray Leonard down just a little bit. It's not who he isn't. He is still who he is. But you don't become an inspiration for generations and get treated that way. So what do? You do not put yourself in a position of being disrespected again. If I know that if I'm going to go to this place and there's going to be a fight, I'm not going to go there. As simple as that. Just because I do this for a living does not mean I'm going to fight every single street I go to. This ain't Streets of Rage. I'm not just going to walking down the road and just punching someone in the face because they say hi to me. No. We ain't doing that. Yeah. So, especially now for the ones who have learned to be quiet, the ones who have learned to quiet their inside. Also learn to remove yourself from people who are not quiet. That's a thing. That is a thing.
I'm good at that.
Because you're going to learn how to be quiet, but then those who are not quiet will just constantly piss you off. Constantly piss you off. Constantly annoy you. And you're wondering why? Because you cannot force people to learn what you've learned. Because you know it's a thing, whereas once I have learned things, I'm doing things a certain way, the next thing I want everyone around me to feel this level of enlightenment.
Yep.
Because it feels so good. I want to share my enlightenment with you.
Yeah.
But then they go, no, I don't want this. And you're like, and you spend so much more time than you should have and you would have trying to convince them that, no, honestly, this is so good. It's not going to work. Because in that process, you're going to get mad at humanity for no reason whatsoever.
Yes.
That's why, just let them be.
Yes.
Once you found your quiet, good for you. Keep it. That's you, brother. Don't worry about these people. Everyone else is fine. Leave them be.
I met up with an old friend. Was it today? What day is it today? Wednesday? No, it's Monday. And I haven't seen her for a long time. She emigrated. And so we're hanging out talking. And she got a whole lot of just different situations to deal with. Work, family. But just like really, really challenging, stressful stuff. And so I'm talking to her, and it was that just unloading kind of thing happening because you haven't had the opportunity to do it, and maybe can't do it with this family member, and this person won't understand, and you know, I could tell it's a safe space. And I was just sort of observing it, and it was just like more and more and more and more. And I was thinking, okay, this is going on for quite a while now, but I could also see it was real, like it was needed. And what was real interesting was, once upon a time, I would have been thinking, okay, so this is how I can help, yada yada yada. I was telling PJ about this. He was like, you didn't have the urge to fix her, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. It was a thing where the person just wanted to speak, and it's so different when someone actually does want your support or guidance or whatever it is in a real way, because you also get those people who will ask for your advice and do nothing with it. You know what I mean? Them people that will come to you, what do you think I should do, Kez? And you tell them what to do and then they don't do it.
There's a name for them.
They come back to you.
There's a name for them.
Oh, is there? What do you call them, sir?
Asshole. You're an asshole.
And you know, the funny thing was, I was thinking asshole when you said that, but you're talking about an ask-hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
asshole.
it's just the whole.
You're gonna ask and ask and
it's
ask.
just gonna go into an abyss.
You won't take any action. So.
But yeah, it was real interesting. She was talking, and I was in my head. I was just thinking, wow, there's such a big difference in how my energy is now. How calm and peaceful my reality is compared to yours, which just sounds like crazy
Chaos reign.
Yeah, like absolute chaos. And I was just, my mind was so logical. Like I wasn't even. It was really interesting. Like at certain points, she was like getting emotional as well. Like she'd tear up, and I just felt. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to sound cold, like I didn't feel anything. But it was just, my mind was just logicking. You know, my mind was just going, okay, yeah, I can see how this works based on your life, your whole journey, like why this is happening, which patterns are playing out again. There's a sense of this happening and this is repeating, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna. But
did the venting help?
I would say in that moment, it probably helped a little, but it's a bit like putting a plaster over
A broken bone.
Yeah, it's like it didn't fix anything, because these situations, all these situations still exist, and if anything, they're going to continue or get worse.
No, continue.
And reality is, like I say, I think this person's identity and where they're at in their evolution is such that, do you know what I mean? Where they're at right now is such that this is what they need for whatever. Maybe this is maybe the next lifetime, you know, like that. One of them ones is like, yeah, maybe next lifetime, but this is where you're at with this now. And so I didn't even say half of the things that I could see or I was thinking, because I realized it's pointless.
Because you're such a good listener. Oh, thank you, David. You're such a good listener.
Don't get it twisted. This is not my reality. This is not my day to day.
I know, I'm just saying generally. But you're such a good listener is also in translations basically, okay, I'm not gonna give you a solution. That's what it is. That's what you're a good listener means. It means I hear what you're saying. I'm not giving you any kind of solution. You sort out yourself. Because again, some people just want to be heard.
That's what it was.
That's it. They want to listen. They want to just listen. Don't talk back. Don't argue back. No, I'm all ears. I'm still here.
It's so fascinating too, because when you look at all of this stuff, because when I was listening to it, I was thinking, you've created all of this.
It's your fault.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all your fault.
I don't really like the word fault, because fault. Yeah, it is your fault. Fault's got like a negative connotation, like I'm blaming you for this, and it's not the energy.
I did it.
I'm just that you did it. You made, but it was all self-created. It's like, no, but you've put yourself in this situation, and then you've put yourself in this situation, and then these are the results, and now you're upset.
You've created chaos from nothing.
About like you could have created anything, but you've decided anything.
You chose problems. Always.
There's an infinite buffet of possibilities that you can dine on in this universe, and you've said, I want to eat this and I'll have a helping of that.
You could have gone vegan, but no, you want that meat. That's what you get.
It's like
you get the bacon. That's what you get.
It was so surreal. Like the human condition is a kind of insanity, man. I've come to that conclusion because I was watching this and I was just like, this is mad. Like you've created this. And now it's like a prison. It's like a prison you've built, which you're in, but you've got the key.
You did what?
It's like, wait a minute, you built a prison, went in the cell, locked yourself in. Why would you?
Yes.
So what can I do?
Welcome. That's it. That's it. Okay, cool. You know.
And now you're sentenced to this life in this. That's
bubble.
A really good analogy, actually, man. You build this prison, put yourself in it, and then sentence yourself to that existence.
And if someone opens the door and said, "You can come out now," I'm like, no, please. It's my building. Don't. How dare you tell me to come out of my building? What's wrong with you? Do you know who I am? How dare you?
That's the icing on the cake.
It is.
You open the door, they're like,
come out. No. I can handle it myself.
Like, do you want to come out?
I don't need your help.
It's like, do you want to come out? No.
Really?
No.
No, yeah. I just want you to dangle the keys around me. Don't open the door for me. I'm fine. I can handle it myself. I just want to be here for like 5 more minutes. Just leave me alone. It's a thing. No, mate. No. It's the world you live in. It's like that. Some want to vent and be heard. Some just want the solution now. So you kind of know who you're gonna vent to. If you're gonna vent. If you choose to vent, know who you're gonna vent to. Simple as that.
And vent with purpose. vent because it's necessary and because you want to move towards a solution. Do you know what I mean?
No. I don't know what you mean.
Don't be just venting. You do know what I mean. You're just playing devil's advocate. Just
No, I don't know what that means because I know some people want to vent for venting sake. That one I know. It's the hammer in the head thing. No, it's a hammer in the head. I don't care.
okay, vent for venting sake, but then vent for venting sake to me. I can't help you.
To me. I got my own problems, man.
That's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
You ever have those people like, and they just unload on you, and in your head you're thinking,
But I've got problems too.
did you ever stop to wonder, like,
What am I going through?
I know I'm the strong one or whatever, right? In your head,
I'm
but
not this strong.
I know people are used to me being that guy, but do you want to maybe even check in, just like ask how I am, maybe like. Just for fun, add a little razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Change things up a little. How are you?
That's why it's called friend zone, mate. You're the friend zone guy. You're the ones that everyone talks to.
Me?
Well, no, just like the guys who are the great listeners. Yeah. Oh, you're such a great listener. Right.
Empathetic, yeah.
Yeah, great listener. Okay, let's hang out and sit down and in the couch together, in the bed together, and we talk until 5 a.m. But there's no cuddling. It's just me just talking about all my problems. You just sit down there, you lose sleep. You're a great friend, and what we have is so precious.
You know what's crazy?
It's so sweet that I don't want to ruin it, because if we have sex together,
let's not ruin it with sex.
then it will ruin our friendship, you know. And I go, wow, is that what she said to you? Yeah, idiot. Yeah, mumu. And then, I mean, yeah.
And there's some next guy that ain't doing none of that.
That's game. That's how game. That's how girls game, guys.
None of that, and it's just.
That's how girls game, boys. You go, oh nah, you're really nice and sweet and lovely. I wish you're my boyfriend. Okay, then. But no, but if you're my Funke! But you just said, I know what I said.
The word a shower just popped.
No, that's not a shower. You're a demoness. You're a winch.
That's what popped into my head.
Winchcraft.
Oh man.
Oh, you're so nice. You are a lot better than my boyfriend. My boyfriend never listens to me.
That was me at school.
He only just comes and just does things and goes away. I see him once in 2 months, but you know, he's very possessive. But you're there for me every day.
Do you know what's crazy as well?
What up?
Those women know those guys are into them.
Yeah, they know.
Like they know that they like,
because the men give them
like,
all the attention.
And it's like breaking those men's hearts to like hear them say all that stuff, and they'll still just be like, yeah.
Oh, she loves it.
He's functional.
She loves it. She loves it.
He's there.
She loves it.
When I need an empathetic ear.
We go cinema together. We go out together. We go plot together. And I love you as a brother.
Yeah. Some woman was trying to tell me she's got a male best friend and their besties.
Well, some women do. Some do. Some women do.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but it just.
I said good for you.
It just sounded a bit.
I've seen it. I was like, there's God. Me, please, like it. Oh yeah, but if I had a male best friend, I said, who cares? Who? God, my God,
My God.
Dust,
Smoke,
ninja dust. My God, my male best friend, Kes.
Where's he going? If you know, you know. Oh my goodness.
That's a very nice story. That's a very nice story. I'm way past that. Oh, is he really a best friend? If you could blah blah blah, he would do it. I'm not doing that one with you. I'm grown. I'm an adult now. I'm an adult phase.
We already know what it is.
I'm grown. I'm not that back and forth. Go on to someone else.
Oh man.
I'm happy where I am. Thank you.
So funny.
It is funny.
Them's ones. I find. I've heard this story from a few females of like, oh, I don't really do female friends because women are too bitchy and yeah, they're too cliquey and they're too whatever. I don't really.
Well, girls.
Yeah, girls that say
Yeah.
that. Major red flag for me, bro.
Why is that? I heard about that. So
it just, to me, you're a woman. So if you don't get along with women, something's weird. Like something don't make no sense to me. That's like me saying I don't like men.
No.
Imagine I said to you I don't like
it's
guys.
Not the same thing. Because a lot of women who go, they haven't got. See your father. They haven't got.
What did you just say? See your father.
See your father. A lot of women who say they haven't got female best friends is A. They are the kind of women that sleep with their friends, man.
Yes.
B. Every man has slept with her, and she knows that the girls around her will snitch. So she's like, hey, I ain't got no female friends. Okay, oh.
Snitches get stitches.
You know, it's like, oh, isn't that? When she was with this person, that person.
Nobody can talk.
Because women know how men do that, play advantage games. Oh no, I'm gonna one up this person. That's what I do. So I haven't got female friends. Okay, well, yeah, who? Sure thing, bub. Sure thing. Great. All the time. So a lot of guys watch out for that. But when a guy says he hasn't got male friends, he's got female friends, he's lying. There's something off there, because men need that community. Men need that community of friends to function.
Why is this man riding the wrong way up the road?
It's Brixton, bro.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Why did I ask that question?
I know.
I should know better.
Yeah. 1 second. So I can read. There's a bus lane here. I'm in Brixton. So basically, in Brixton, no one knows how to drive. Yeah, that's why. People know how to drive, ride bicycles. Everyone just does things backwards, upways, inverted, introverted, extroverted. Just there's a verted somewhere. So yeah.
The thing. Let's get back to this. The guys without guy friends thing.
Yes.
One of the things is boys are raised, like, say we're talking about the UK now because that's where I am. I'm going to speak from my experience. Boys are raised where they're going to be around a lot of female energy. A lot.
Brixton.
Not that they didn't speed up or anything. They just
Nah. Why? I'll knock you out, you know. Okay, sorry. Go on, I'm just listening.
Don't beat that horn again, you know. Yeah, so a lot of them, they've grown up with a lot of female energy around them. Sisters, single parent, teachers, kindergarten, teachers at primary school, teachers at secondary school, probably 80-90% women. And so they've grown up with that, and then a lot of them will get in relationships and won't have regular time with guys, because where's the space for it to happen? Like, if you're not part of if you haven't built a strong friends group, and you're not at university, for example, where you're gonna have guys around and whatever, for a lot of guys, they're just not tapped in like that. I was in the park about a week and a half ago, and I was reasoning with a brother I know there. He's a hip hop artist and educator. And so we're talking away, and this other guy could overhear the conversation, and I could sense he was listening, right? So he was kind of training nearby, so eavesdropping, and then at a certain point he kind of said, "Hey, that sounds really interesting what you're saying." And then the guy I was reasoning with started talking to him, and he could see something, and he just started talking to him, and you could see he was speaking life into him, encouraging him, telling him, well done for coming out here, taking your health seriously. And then the guy started opening up and saying that, it feels like sometimes life's pushing you down, and there are a lot of people who doubt you, and it can be quite isolating. And I could see as he opened up, like, he was really lonely. And yet he's in a space where there's usually maybe 6-7 other guys in the space, but people don't even communicate there. For the most part, they kind of come on, do their workout, don't make much eye contact,
because men don't compliment each other. Or men don't get complimented from men or women. If you want a man to open up, compliment him.
That's what I do. It's literally
Girls, women, game. If you want your man to open up, compliment him. If you want the best out of your man, compliment him. That's it.
Facts.
That's it. You stand out. Oh, sorry. Let me just PSA this one. No amount of cookie you throw on him, no amount of knowledge. I don't want to say the word because head game. Knowledge.
Brains. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, not zombies, but you know. Yeah. No, no amount of
knowledge. I like that. I need some knowledge.
Knowledge is power. Yeah. No amount of knowledge or cookie you throw at him would make him faithful or like you more or more open up to you better. No. Complimenting him goes a long way.
I agree.
It goes a long way.
It has to be a genuine compliment.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you, sir. Hey, no. See, because
They try and use this like it's a little technique thing.
Men can tell. Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Law 75. Compliment him. Oh, you look handsome today. Check. Yeah. Pow, pow, pow. And he goes, okay. My weakness, my one true kryptonite. Feelings. It doesn't work that way. Well, I mean, when you genuinely compliment a man, he would actually open up to you. You will get the best and the most out of him. And it's just crazy. It's just that. Because when men get complimented, they feel appreciated. When men feel appreciated, they have this automatic thing in them to want to be better for you, to do more for you. So if you want the best of everything, genuinely compliment your man. Genuinely, don't go and Google don't chat GPT how to compliment him if he's Nigerian.
Give me a list of 10 compliments.
If it's the Nigerian supreme like us, what do you say? Hey, Oga, I like your shirt. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. He said, Chief, Chairman. No.
I love how you guys love your titles, man.
Oh, dude.
You guys love your titles.
Nigerians, right? Nigerians they're the best at titles. So, for example, right, everywhere around the world, there's a doctor, or he's called Doctor this, Doctor that, Doctor blah, blah, blah. Nigerians go, eh? So, because you studied medicine, you're a doctor. I studied architecture. Therefore, you call me Architect Johnson. What? Engineer Kesena. Word? Like, dude, every degree you've got, you must name me in that degree. That's the mindset. Because doctor this, okay, engineer this, architect this, chancellor that, yes, judge this.
Chancellor.
Legit, it's a thing. It's a thing. But, it's by the by. Yeah, compliment is good. Goes a long way. Because women are used to being complimented. Men are not. And men
Very true.
we hold on to that compliment. Sometimes remember that one compliment that someone said to us 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was so precious. Like, yeah, I caught that one compliment. It's like that's that one water drop in the desert. So precious. Compliments.
See, the interesting thing is, women are not always, but more often than not complimented on appearance, whereas men, I would say, are more complimented on
Performance.
ability and performance.
Yes.
Which makes sense, as those are the things where we tend to be evaluated for.
Because men are not women, women are not men. Say what you say, I don't care, fight me. That's just that. We're not the same, we're not equal, we are two different sides of the same coin. That's all it is. We're not here to compete, we're here to cooperate. Simple as that. Don't like it, I don't care. I said what I said, fight me.
What I'm also thinking is, when you say a man holds on to a compliment for 2 years,
Lifetime.
partly because the compliments aren't coming as frequently, but also because it means more, because you've had to earn that.
You've earned it.
You've earned it through
worked
doing
hard
something.
for it. Yes.
Whereas looking good is more, you know.
It's fashion, not function.
Yeah, which is why that compliment can be like, whatever.
I woke up like this. That's it. When men push for, oh, you did this. Thank you. It makes your day. You're good. Nothing else can rile you, because it was a genuine compliment from a stranger, from your loved one, from anyone. It's a thing. It's a thing. So I'm glad. At least now someone knows how to make her man happy. It's funny, right?
Great piece of advice.
It is. We live in an era where women don't know how men function. Men don't know how women function. We're also distracted with noise by every other vice, full circle, that we don't learn ourselves. You can't learn how to love someone if you can't love yourself. You cannot learn how to fully accept someone if you can't accept yourself. You will constantly look for perfections when you yourself are not perfect. Make that make sense. It does not work this way. This is what it is. But, people don't get it. People don't want to get it. They don't want to get it because it's hard work. It's hard work to be better.
To be silent.
To be silent. To be a better version of you is hard work.
It is, because you got to see yourself. Good, bad, your strengths, your weaknesses, the dark side. You got to tap into your Hulk. You know what I mean? You got to see what's going on. I'm picturing a car, like, do you know what I mean? And the engine's like not visible, like what's underneath
The hood.
the surface. Yeah, like that's what it is. And that work is probably the hardest work there is, really. Like getting to deal with you, like a real level. And now it's just easy to avoid that. Like there's once upon a time we didn't have many distractions, but now you can be distracted all day long if you want to be. Even the art of reading a book is a chore now. Dude, like recently I've been reading and it's been a bit of a challenge to get back into it, because
really
what I didn't realize was my attentions used to be in kind of split. So it's like you said, having a podcast there while I'm making something to eat or blah blah blah. But recently I've been spending a lot more time alone, and I just see the difference. Like my attention's getting sharper and clearer. But at first it was a bit of an adjustment. Like reading the book, it just felt like, I don't know, challenging, because there's some visitors. Yeah, now reading the book at first it was a bit of a challenge, because my mind was just so used to having a few things happening at once. This time alone in this silent time is, I can't even explain how powerful it is, man. It's really incredible.
Oh, good. So, in essence, learn to be quiet. Enjoy you time. Embrace the silence. You'll be just fine. Okay? Good. Dr. Love, do you have anything else to add?
I would just echo what you're saying in terms of creating those times, and some people carving out an hour or two might be challenging. For others, maybe they can do a day. I'm planning for the rest of this week to just spend as little time on devices as possible. I want to have a good concentrated amount of time, because the past few days I've been cutting the time down, and I just feel my focus is way sharper, way clearer. I'm getting answers to certain things way quick, and
Because I know you've been off the gram for.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about Instagram, interestingly enough. Only in terms of maybe reaching certain people whose numbers I don't have. But other than that, I haven't really missed it. Once I've got some more creative stuff complete, I'll come back and
I'll be back.
I'll be back to share stuff. But I'm not trying to use it just in some random haphazard way. And what I've realised is that's the best way that these. Why does he look like he's breaking into the car? He looks so shifty.
Tell the audience what you just saw.
The guy came over to his car and like looked at you, but just the way he was doing it just looked a bit suspicious. But yeah, for me, what works is using tech intentionally. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going onto YouTube for this. Like just clicking on it just for no reason. It's a recipe for disaster for me personally.
Understood. Alright, team. I've been Kevlar Kess. He's been Dr. Love.
I've been me.
Like I always say, he's been emotional. Have a good night.